Hello everyone, today our discussion will be on variable length subnet mask VLSM. For this, I am going to take one class C address 192.168.10.0/24 where /24 is the length of the subnet mask. With an example, let me explain this. For example, an organization has a requirement that it needs 7 subnets. What is a subnet? Given a large network, it has to divide the network into small network so that it will be easy for the administration and maintenance. So the requirement for each subnet varies. For example, A subnet will need 50 hosts, B subnet will have 60 hosts, and so on. So given the requirement, the first task is we have to sort the elements in the descending order. Now B is the highest required subnet, okay, there are more host requirement in B subnet, so that will be served first, and then A, D likewise. So to explain more about this, let me take one table and discuss about it. Okay, so the table consists of some fields: subnets, network ID, valid host, broadcast address, subnet mask, /n format, and number of bits required for each host. I have written all the subnets and its requirement, so we are going to serve B first. Okay, so given the table, okay, first we have to think about the number of bits required for each host. So for the subnet B, how many hosts are there? 60. Okay, so we have to borrow some bits from the host part, isn't it? So let me explain with the help of this subnet mask. You know that for a class C subnet, the subnet mask is going to be 255.255.255.0, and if I convert it to a binary, it is going to be, this is 1 octet, all 8s are 1s, then second octet 1 bits, third octet 1 bits. So if I count the number of ones, it is going to be /24, right? So that's why here it is given as /24. So now this is said to be the network ID part, and this is said to be the host part. Okay, we can't do any changes to the network part, only we can make some changes to the host part. So for subnetting, we can borrow the bits from the host part so that we can make the subnet. Okay, so now we have to check the number of bits required for the host. So from this, how many bits we can take for the host and how many bits we can give it for the subnet. Okay, so that we have to check. So the number of hosts is 60 here. Now we have to find the powers of 2. Okay, so 2 power 5 is 32, and then 2 power 6 is going to be 64, right? So 2 power 6 is 64. Is equal to 64, right? Okay, so how many? This power value will give you the number of bits. So the number of bits required for host is going to be 6. Okay, for the next one, A, how many hosts are needed? 50 hosts. Here also 2 power 5 is 32, 2 power 6. We have to go for the greatest number than the number of hosts. Okay, at least 2 number, it should be greater than the host. Okay, so again it is going to be the same. Okay, so 2 power 6 will be 64. Okay, and then for D the requirement is 30 hosts, so it is well and good with 2 power 5. Okay, so what will be the value here? We will get it as 2 power 5, okay, which is equal to 32. So 5 bits are enough for the host, and then for F it is 25. It is going to remain the same as D, right? 2 power 5 is equal to 32. If I go for 2 power 4, it is going to be 16, right? So I have to go for the higher value. So it is 2 power 5 is equal to 32. The next one is, okay, I have done a mistake over here. Let me remove this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the next one is going to be C, 20 hosts, right? So 20 hosts again is going to remain the same. 2 power 5 is equal to 32, right? And for E it is going to be 12 hosts. 2 power 4 will give you 16, right? So we can go with 2 power 4. So 2 power 4 is equal to 16. Okay, and for G it is 10 host. Again it is same as E subnet. So we need 2 power 4. That means we need only 4 bits from for the host. The remaining bits we can take it for the subnetting. Okay, so now we are going to write the /n format. Okay, basically a class C address will be, subnet mask will be 255.255.255.0, and counting the number of ones it is going to be /24. Now we are taking only 6 bits from the last octet for the host. The remaining bits we can take it for the subnetting. Okay, so the remaining bits that we are taking for the subnetting, that we can include for the /n format. Okay, so here only 6 bits we are going to take for the host. So only the 6 bits we are going to take for the host, and this part, right, this part we are going to take it for the subnetting. So 8 plus 8 plus 8, it is 24, plus 2 more bits we are going to take it from the host bits. Okay, so it is going to be plus 2. 24 plus 2 is 26. So the /n will be 26. Got it? And for the next one also it is 6 bits we are going to take it for the host. That means these 6 bits we are going to take it for the host, and this 2 bits we are going to give it for subnetting. So 24, 8, 8, 8, 24 plus 2 is going to be 26. Got it? And the next one is 5 bits are required for the host. So remaining we can give it for subnetting, right? So take only the 5 bits. Remaining are 3 bits here, right? So 24 plus 3 is going to be 27. Okay, and here also we have 5 bits only. So it is /27/27. And here we need only 4 bits, right? So 4 bits for the host and remaining 4 bits for the subnetting. So 24 plus 4 is going to be 28. 28. Got it? So now we have written in the /n format. So now we can write it as a subnet mask, as we have written here as 255.255.255.0. Okay, so for your exams they may ask in that way. Okay, 255 dot. So now instead of 0 we have 2 bits. Okay, these 2 bits we have taken for the subnetting. Now we have to find the value of these 2 bits. So when we take one octet means 8 bits. Okay, when we take one octet, these are the place values. It is going to be, this bit is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. Okay, as I have written here, 2 power 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so actually now we are going to take 2 bits for the subnetting, right? It is 2 power 7 and 2 power 6. 2 power 7 is what? 128. And 2 power 6 is 64. 128 plus 64 is going to be 192. Got it? Okay, and then for the next one also it is going to be /26. So the subnet mask is same as the previous one. Okay, and then the next one is going to be what? It is going to be, it is actually /27, right? /27. That means we are going to take how many bits? We are going to take these 5 bits are taken for the host and remaining bits are there for the subnetting, these 3 bits. So it is 2 power 7, 2 power 6, 2 power 5. So 2 power 7 is 128 plus 64 is 192 plus 32. Okay, 2 power 5 is 32. It is going to be what? 224. So your subnet mask will be 224. 224. So this is going to remain the same for the next two because it is /27, right? Now it is /28. /28 means we need only 4 bits for the host. These 4 bits are for the host and the remaining bits we have given for subnetting, right? So find the value for the bits. 2 power 7 plus 2 power 6 plus 2 power 5 plus 2 power 4. So till 2 power 5 it is 224. And then what is 2 power 4? It is 16, right? So 224 plus 16 is going to give you 240. So it is going to be 240 and the next one also it is /28. So it is 240. Got it? So now this is the way how you have to find the subnet mask. This is very important if you are configuring your network in the Cisco packet tracer, because the subnet mask should be carefully given, otherwise you will not be able to transmit your packet. Okay. After that, we will go for the network ID for each and every host. Okay. So what is the network ID given? It is 192.168.10.0. Okay. So this network ID we can give it for the first subnet. Okay. After that, we have to find a network ID for the second subnet, right? So what will be the network ID? Only the variation will be on the last octet, because the first 3 octet you can't change. Why? Because it is a network part. Only the host part you can change, right? So your network ID will be what? Only you can make a change to this part, right? So for the first subnet we have given it as .0. For the second subnet, what you have to do is just to the 0 add the number of bits required for host. Okay, it is 2 power 6, it is 64, right? So your network ID is 0 plus .0 plus 64. Got it? Okay. So the next one is, what will be for the network ID for D? Just I am copying and pasting it here. Okay, 64 plus, you have to check the previous host requirement. Okay, what is the previous subnet of D? A, right? So it host requirement is 64. So previously it was what? 64. 64 plus the requirement is what? 64. So it is going to be 128. Are you clear? The next one I'll explain you. So we have to check the previous subnet. It is 128 is a subnet mask and its requirement is 32. So it is 128 plus 32. So what will be the answer? It is .160. Okay. Similarly, for the next one, it is the previous subnet is F and the its network ID is 160 and then the required number of bits is what? 32. So 160 plus 32 is going to be 192, right? And then for the next one, for E, the previous subnet is C. Actually the network ID is 192 plus the number of bits required, it is 32. 192 plus 32 is going to give you 224. And for G it is 224 plus its requirement is 16, right? So it is going to be 240. So this is the network ID. It is quite easy, right? After you find out the network ID, you have to find the broadcast address. Okay, how to find the broadcast address? Just it is the previous number of the next subnet. Okay, so for B, the next subnet is what? A. So for that, its network ID is 64. So your broadcast address is going to be nothing but 63. Got it? So now for A, what is its next subnet? It is going to be D, right? Here the network ID is 128. So the broadcast address will be for A will be 127. Okay. Similarly for D, it is 160 is the next, that means F is the next subnet and its network ID is 160. So minus 1, it is going to be 159. Okay. And for F, it is going to be what? 160. It is a network ID of F. We have to look for the next one. Next is 192. So here minus 1. 192 minus 1 is 191. Here for C it is 224 minus 1. It will be 223. Okay. And then for E, the next one is 240 minus 1, right? It will be 220, it is 239. Okay. And for G, actually for G, the broadcast address will be 240 plus 16. It is going to be 256. Okay. 256 minus 1 you have to make sense. We start from 0, right? So it will be, the broadcast address will be 255. Got it? So we have found the broadcast address for all the subnets. Now it is very easy for us to find out the network valid host. So what is valid host? taken a subnet, okay, you can't assign any host with this network ID, or you can't assign any host with the broadcast address, okay. So you have to assign the rest of the numbers between 0 and 63 as valid host, okay. So your valid host will be, maybe I will reduce the font size, okay. It is going to be the next one, okay. Dot 0 is with the network ID, and till what? It is going to be 63, right? Here it will be 62. Have you understood? So the first address for the subnet will be network ID, then the valid host, that means the number of hosts that you can add, and then the last one will be the broadcast address. Very simple, right? And for a subnet, what is the next one? It is going to be 65, right? 65 till here it is 127. So you can utilize till 126. Got it? Okay, till 126. And for D subnet, it is going to be 128 is the network ID. So here it will be 129 till what? Here 158, right? So here it 59. So it will be 158. Okay. And the next one. What is the next one? Come along with me. It is 161 till what? It is going to be 190, right? 190. For C, it is 193 till 222, right? Next one, 225 till 238. Okay. Last one is 241 till broadcast address is what? 255. So it will be 254. Okay. Are you clear? So it is very easy for you to work out this problem. Okay. Just follow this table. It will be easy for you to understand. Hope you have understood this concept. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.